It begins with a hum, a strange ripple across the communications networks. No one knows where it comes from or what it means, but it's there, and it doesn't stop. The signal is clear, but incomprehensible. Its origin is distant, impossibly so, beyond the known reaches of the galaxy. But the signal is undeniable. Humanity scientists scramble to analyze the transmission with increasing urgency, but they find nothing. It doesn't follow any known patterns. It doesn't adhere to any language or frequency Earth has ever encountered. But the message is consistent and persistent, and growing stronger. At first it's dismissed as some cosmic anomaly, a quirk of space, or some natural phenomenon. But that theory begins to break down when the signal doesn't fade. Instead, it intensifies, growing more complex. With each passing hour, soon the signal shifts into a clearer form, unmistakable in its consistency. It is not random, and it is not natural. And with that realization, a cold fear begins to spread throughout the global scientific community. And then the first ships appear on the edge of Earth's solar system. They arrive without warning. No ships are detected on the outer perimeter of space. No probes, no preliminary sightings, no way to track their movement until they're there, looming like shadows against the vastness of the stars. Silent and massive, the ships have no markings, no features that are familiar or understandable to human eyes. Their hulls sleek and alien, a design so foreign no human mind can grasp their function. Each vessel dwarfs anything humanity has ever built, and the message becomes clear. This is not a fleeting encounter. This is something much more. The United Nations is called into emergency session as leaders from every corner of the globe scramble to comprehend the enormity of what has just occurred. Reports flood in from every space agency and observatory across the planet. The ships have not fired a single shot. They have not taken any hostile action, but their presence alone is enough to freeze the breath of every government leader. The question is simple, but its answer elusive. What do these visitors want? Rumors begin to circulate within the halls of power. Some claim it is a peaceful delegation from another star system eager to make contact, while others whisper of conquest, of a race of invaders seeking to strip Earth of its resources or enslave humanity beneath their boot heel. The theories are endless, but one thing is certain: Earth is no longer alone in the universe, and whatever happens next will determine the fate of the planet. Across the world, people tune in to the breaking news reports and watch in stunned silence as the first images of the ships are broadcast across every screen. People speculate endlessly about what they might mean, but there is no one answer and no real clarity, just uncertainty and fear, a darkening sky of possibility that stretches out into the unknown. In hidden bunkers beneath the surface of the planet, a different kind of meeting is taking place. High-ranking officials and military commanders gather in secret to discuss what must be done. The civilians on the surface have no idea of the gravity of the situation. The governments are moving quickly but quietly. Decisions are made with unspoken urgency. Resources begin to mobilize without explanation, and across every nation of the world the whispers of war begin to grow louder. The ships stay silent, hovering motionless in orbit, watching, waiting, and the world holds its breath, waiting for the next move to reveal itself, knowing that whatever happens next will shape the destiny of humanity. The world moves quickly when it becomes clear that time is running out. The United Nations convenes an emergency summit as governments secretly mobilize their forces. The air is thick with whispers of impending conflict, and the cold grip of fear tightens as each nation works to protect its people from an enemy they know nothing about. But as the days pass, one thing becomes increasingly clear: the threat is real, and humanity's survival hinges on a single decision: to fight or to surrender. As Earth's leaders debate their options, the military begins preparing for the worst. An uneasy alliance forms between rival nations who in times of peace would never consider such cooperation. But in this moment of crisis, differences are set aside. The United States, Russia, China, the European Union, and nations from every continent pool their resources. They work side by side to create an armada that will rival anything the world has ever seen. Engineers design new warships from the wreckage of old space stations, and from every military base ships are launched as quickly as they can be constructed, making use of every weapon system available. Earth's forces know they are outmatched, but their determination is their strength. The first of Earth's new fleets emerges from dry docks. It is a strange sight, a mix of human technologies from every corner of the world pieced together in a desperate bid for survival. These ships may not match the alien technology, but they are the best humanity has to offer. As the Armada slowly assembles in orbit, tensions rise not just between governments but between the military and civilians. The pressure is unbearable. Families wonder what their futures will look like if the war is lost. Soldiers wonder what will become of their homes if they fail, yet still they move forward, driven by the need to protect what they hold dear in the face of the unknown. Captain Elena Cade watches from the command deck of the fleet's flagship, the Triton *, her face a mask of determination and resolve beneath the calm exterior. She feels the weight of responsibility pressing against her. Every decision could be the one that changes everything. The Triton * is one of the first ships completed, designed as a symbol of human unity. It combines the best of Earth's military technologies, equipped with experimental weapons and shields. It's a ship that should never have been needed, yet here it stands. The world is holding its breath, waiting for a decision. But the aliens have not moved. They remain in place, hovering at the edge of the solar system, waiting. The silence is maddening. Earth's leaders argue endlessly in war rooms and bunker systems, unsure if they should attack or try to negotiate. Every possible scenario is discussed, but no one has an answer. What is certain is that the aliens are not going anywhere, and every passing day makes their presence harder to ignore. The first strike comes not from the aliens, but from within Earth itself, as military factions begin to question whether the current strategy is right. Some push for a preemptive strike on the alien ships, believing that humanity can never truly hope to negotiate with an unknown race. Others urge caution, arguing that a single wrong move could provoke the aliens into wiping Earth off the map. The tension among Earth's military commanders is palpable, each side fervently defending its position, and with each argument the stakes grow higher. And then one night a new transmission is received. It is a single line of communication from the alien fleet. They ask for peace, but the message is cryptic, too vague to fully trust. Earth's leadership is divided. Some call it a sign of hope, others call it a trick meant to lull humanity into a false sense of security. But there is no time to waste. The Armada is ready. The decision is made. The fleets will remain in position, but they will not fire unless provoked. Humanity's last hope rests on maintaining control. The question now is whether the aliens will respect that line, or if they are truly as hostile as the worst fears predict. For the first time in history, the world's disparate nations find themselves standing together as one. Earth's forces have assembled. Its fleets are in orbit, ready for action. But there is something more happening on the ground, something even more profound. As the shadow of war looms large, humanity is uniting in a way no one ever thought possible. Divisions that once seemed insurmountable begin to fade away. People of all nations begin working toward a singular goal: survival. The fear of an alien threat has done what centuries of diplomacy and struggle could not. It has brought humanity together. Across the world, citizens rush to enlist in the military, many leaving behind their jobs, their families, their lives to join the fight for their home. They are not soldiers, but they are willing to become them. The call to arms echoes from every corner of the globe. Those who cannot fight work tirelessly in factories and workshops, manufacturing ships, ammunition, and vital supplies. Every available resource is pushed into the war effort. People volunteer for roles they never dreamed of taking on. Engineers work in a frenzy to perfect Earth's fledgling technology. Medical teams are ready for the inevitable casualties, and civilians flood into the streets, demanding action from their leaders. All of Earth's might is focused on one singular goal: to survive the coming storm. Captain Elena Cade finds herself at the heart of this unprecedented unity. As one of the commanding officers of the new Earth Armada, she watches as the human willpower transforms the battlefield. It isn't just the ships or the technology, or even the weapons that will determine humanity's fate. It's the passion that burns in the hearts of every soldier and civilian alike, a determination to preserve their way of life and their home in the face of an enemy that seems unstoppable. But not everyone shares this newfound hope. The fear of the unknown still grips the hearts of many, those who don't see the value in this unity, those who would rather negotiate with the aliens and avoid conflict at all costs. They believe there is still a chance for diplomacy, even as the ships remain unmoving and silent at the edge of the solar system. They are not the majority, but their voices are loud and persistent. Some fear that Earth's collective resolve is just a mask for inevitable destruction. But even as these doubts linger in the minds of a few, the masses continue to work tirelessly in preparation for the worst. The tension that fills the air is palpable. Soldiers trained for years for this very moment. But there is no manual for this kind of war, no rulebook, no doctrine, no precedent. It is a war unlike any humanity has ever fought. The enemy is not just unknown. It is alien in every sense of the word. Their methods, their motives, their technology are a mystery. But Earth's people refuse to bow their heads. Instead, they adapt, they innovate, and they push forward when it becomes clear that the Armada will be Earth's only line of defense against the invaders. Every man and woman within the forces dedicates themselves to the cause. In the political chambers of Earth's governments, the question arises of whether or not to strike first. Should they take the initiative or wait to be attacked? The debate rages on. Some military leaders argue that waiting is tantamount to surrender, but others plead for patience. The aliens have made no hostile moves yet, and it is possible they only seek contact or even trade. But as the days go by, the uncertainty grows, and a slow realization dawns that no matter the outcome, no matter the price, humanity's future will forever be changed by the decisions made in these tense moments. And then a new message comes through. It is not from the alien fleet, but from the heart of Earth itself, as the various national forces declare unity in a statement of shared resolve and solidarity. It is humanity's declaration that no matter what happens, Earth will fight together as one. The Armada is born not in a single day, but through weeks of relentless work, under the pressure of impending doom. Earth's finest minds and most capable soldiers race against the clock to assemble a fleet that will carry the weight of humanity's hopes into the unknown vastness of space. Each ship is a monument to human ingenuity and desperation, constructed from the bones of old space stations patched together with experimental technology and weapon systems that barely function on paper, yet in the hands of Earth's engineers and soldiers, they become something greater, something more dangerous. Captain Elena Cade stands on the command deck of the Triton *, the flagship of the new fleet. Her eyes scan the screens before her, tracking the movements of the ships below. The status reports come in faster than she can read them. The engineers work tirelessly in the lower levels to complete the modifications that will make the ships more formidable. Each ship in the fleet is a symbol of Earth's resolve and its willingness to defy the impossible. As the final pieces fall into place, the air is thick with anticipation. This is no longer just a military operation. It is a race against time and the uncertainty of the enemy's true strength. The first test run of the Triton * is set to take place in the void of space. The massive warship is a sight to behold, with its sleek hull and angular design reflecting the light of distant stars. Its advanced shields flicker as they are activated for the first time. The engines roar to life with an intensity that shakes the very core of the ship, and the fleet of smaller craft follows in formation. The crew's tension is palpable as the ship leaves Earth's orbit for the first time since its construction. The feeling of being on the edge of the unknown weighs heavily on them, but there is no turning back now. The test run goes smoothly at first, but as the fleet drifts further from Earth's protective atmosphere, the reality of the situation becomes all too clear. They are alone in the vast expanse of space, surrounded by nothing but the cold abyss and the eerie silence of the alien fleet, still waiting just beyond the solar system. The fleet's sensors scan the surroundings for any sign of movement, but the alien ships remain motionless like sentinels in the dark. But the silence is broken as the fleet receives a new transmission. It is from Earth's top officials. They have received a cryptic message from the aliens, who have finally made their intentions clear. Earth is being watched. They have been observed for some time, And now the time has come to meet the invaders face to face. The order is given to prepare for the worst. The fleet is to advance and gather information on the alien fleet's strength and capabilities, and perhaps make contact, but there is no telling what will happen when they approach the heart of the alien armada. Elena knows the risks. She understands what could happen when they reach the alien fleet's proximity, but there is no choice. Earth's only chance lies in understanding the threat better than they already do. It is a calculated risk, but one that must be taken. The question is whether humanity will be ready for what they will find when they arrive. As the fleet moves deeper into space, Elena's thoughts return to the people of Earth, the civilians who have poured everything into this effort, those who are building the ships and the weapons, those who are supporting the soldiers from the ground. They are the unseen force behind the Armada, and it is for them that she will fight no matter the cost. She knows that this battle will change everything for humanity, but it is the fight that they must face together. The first engagement is coming, and Elena can only hope that Earth's resolve is enough to withstand the enemy's might. The moment Earth's fleet crosses the threshold into the unknown, it is met with a cold, unnerving silence. The alien armada looms at the edge of the system, as dark and foreboding as a storm on the horizon. The vastness of space stretches out around them, but the alien ships do not move. They remain as still and unyielding as statues. Their presence suffocates every ship in Earth's fleet, a constant reminder of the danger that waits. Captain Elena Cade stands at the bridge of the Triton watching the alien armada. On the holo display, their ships are unlike anything Earth has ever encountered. Their design sleek and minimalist, their dark metallic surfaces absorbing the light around them, making them seem almost invisible in the deep blackness of space. Elena's breath catches in her chest as she realizes the full scale of what they are facing. These ships are not just larger than anything Earth has ever built. They are perfect. They are an embodiment of advanced technology and deadly intent. The fleet moves cautiously toward the alien formation, every ship on high alert, ready to respond to any sudden movement or sign of aggression. But the aliens make no move. The silence grows thicker with every passing moment. Earth's fleet holds its position, waiting for a signal, a command, or even a sign of life from the alien vessels, but none comes. Then, without warning, a single ship from the alien fleet begins to shift its position. It moves with a precision that is almost unnatural. Its movements fluid and deliberate. It glides toward Earth's formation with a speed that suggests deliberate intent. Elena watches the screens intently, her pulse quickening. As the alien ship comes into range, a transmission crackles through the Triton's communication system, a series of strange symbols flashing across the screen. They are nothing like any language known to humanity. The message is clear, though there is a deep and ominous sense of communication. It is not a greeting, it is a command, but there is no clear translation. Earth's engineers scramble to decode the symbols, but the alien language is entirely unfamiliar to them. The situation becomes critical with every passing second. The alien ship inches closer and closer to the Triton until it is within weapons range, yet it makes no hostile move. The tension on the bridge is suffocating. Then, unexpectedly, the alien vessel halts its approach, and the silence is shattered by a deep, resonant voice that cuts through the communication system. It is not a language Earth understands, but the tone is unmistakable, commanding, cold, and indifferent. It is as though the voice itself comes from the very heart of space itself, not a living being, but something much more mechanical, something ancient and terrifying. For a moment, Elena feels the weight of humanity's insignificance in the face of this alien force. It is as if the entire universe has opened its eyes to look at Earth and found it unworthy, yet her resolve does not waver. She has seen the spirit of humanity in action, and it is unyielding. The message cuts off abruptly, replaced by a flickering transmission that holds a single phrase, translated by Earth's rapidly deployed decoding system. Prepare to surrender or face destruction. The words hang in the air like a death sentence. The fleets on both sides remain poised for conflict, but the aliens have made their demands clear. There is no offer of peace, no willingness for negotiation. This is an ultimatum. Elena's fingers hover over the controls as the pressure mounts. She knows that any move could trigger the start of a war that will ravage Earth's forces beyond recovery, but she also knows that humanity cannot bow to threats. They cannot afford to lose their autonomy no matter the price. As the first real test of the Armada approaches, the crews brace themselves for what they know could be their final confrontation, each one steeling themselves for the possibility that Earth's very existence may be decided in this moment, a moment that will send ripples throughout the galaxy, forever altering the fate of the human race. The words echo in the minds of every officer and soldier across Earth's fleet. Prepare to surrender or face destruction. The alien message leaves no room for misinterpretation. Earth's Armada, poised in the depths of space, is suddenly faced with the gravest decision it will ever make. Silence hangs heavy in the air of the Triton's bridge as Captain Elena Cade watches the alien ships on the holo display, each one a giant, unyielding monument of power. The future of humanity seems to hang by a thread, and Elena knows this will be a defining moment. Her voice cuts through the tension as she speaks, her words steady but resolute. Open a channel to all ships. Prepare for the worst, but remain calm. The command is clear and swift, and the fleet responds in unison. Yet even as the orders are carried out, doubt gnaws at the edges of Elena's mind. The alien message has left no space for negotiation, no space for diplomacy. There is only the crushing weight of the ultimatum: surrender or face annihilation. On the other side of the fleet, the other commanders are in a frenzy. Some call for immediate retaliation, while others argue for restraint. A few suggest that Earth's forces remain in defensive positions, hoping the aliens will make a move first, but every option seems laced with danger. Humanity's fleet is formidable, but outmatched by the alien ships in ways that they still don't fully understand. Elena's mind races as she watches the countdown clock ticking down, each second pushing her closer to a decision she fears will break humanity's future in half. The weight of leadership is suffocating, and every second feels like a lifetime. She knows that if they strike first, Earth's Armada might be crushed in an instant. But if they surrender, the very essence of humanity's independence will be lost forever. The future of Earth lies not just in military strength, but in the very spirit of the people who will not bend to fear. As Elena looks out into the cold abyss of space, she is reminded of the unity Earth has forged in these dark hours. The Armada, built with the combined strength of nations that once sought each other as rivals, now stands together as one. The forces of Earth are a symbol of human resilience, each ship a testament to the ingenuity of every person who has put their blood, sweat, and tears into the war effort. Elena thinks of the civilians who have worked tirelessly in factories and bunkers to create the fleet, of the soldiers who will stand side by side to protect their world. They cannot and will not surrender. The decision has to be made. Elena takes a deep breath and addresses her crew. Set course for the alien fleet. We will not surrender. We will stand and fight. Let them see what humanity is capable of when pushed to the edge. As the Triton and the rest of Earth's fleet begin to move forward, the tension grows unbearable. The alien ships remain silent, their weapons still dormant, but the threat is clear. The Triton leads the charge, with smaller ships flanking its sides, and the massive formations of humanity's Armada lock into formation. Elena's voice rings out once more. Maintain communication silence. We are not here to talk. We are here to show them that humanity will never kneel. As the fleets advance, the void of space between them and the alien Armada seems to stretch impossibly long. Every officer on every ship knows that the next moment could be the one that will decide whether humanity will endure or be wiped out. With each passing second, the fate of Earth moves closer to the unknown. And then, just as they reach the critical distance, when the alien ships are close enough to engage, the silence is shattered. The alien fleet shifts into motion. It is not an attack, but a massive coordinated repositioning. The movement is fast, calculated, and as precise as a deadly game of chess. The alien ships move in, and Earth's fleet tightens its formation, weapons primed and ready for whatever comes next. The confrontation is imminent. There is no turning back. The moment of contact is upon them, and the air inside the Triton feels heavy with the weight of destiny. Captain Alina Cade stands rigid, her fingers tight around the armrest of her command chair, eyes locked on the approaching alien armada. The alien ships move with terrifying precision, like predators circling their prey. The silence that has hung over the battlefield for so long is shattered by the hum of weapons being charged and engines powering up. A soft chime sounds, breaking the stillness. "Captain, all ships are in position," reports Commander Dalton, his voice a steady contrast to the electric tension in the air. "We're ready to engage on your command." Alina takes a slow breath, her mind running over every scenario, every possibility. "Hold fire," she orders, the words tasting like steel in her mouth. She knows what she must do, but she cannot afford to make the wrong move. Humanity's fate rests on this one decision. She looks around the bridge, meeting the eyes of her crew. There is no fear in them, only determination. They stand together as one, prepared to face the abyss. Then, the unthinkable happens. Without any warning, a massive burst of energy erupts from one of the alien ships, sending a beam of white-hot light toward the Triton. The beam strikes the shield with a deafening crack, and the ship shudders violently as the energy surges across the hull. Alina is thrown forward in her seat, her hands grasping for the console as alarms scream across the bridge. "Shields are holding, Captain," reports Lieutenant Harper through the chaos. "But they won't last long if they keep that up." Alina's pulse quickens, her instincts kicking in. The time for hesitation is over. "Return fire," she orders. The Triton's cannons roar to life, and a barrage of energy blasts erupts toward the alien fleet. In the blink of an eye, the Triton and the rest of Earth's fleet open fire. The heavens themselves seem to crackle with the intensity of the battle. Beams of energy from both sides collide in space, illuminating the dark void with blinding flashes of light. The alien ships retaliate with terrifying precision. Their weapons seem almost effortless, cutting through Earth's defenses with unrelenting force. Yet, despite the overwhelming firepower of the alien armada, Earth's fleet presses forward. The smaller ships dart in and out of the alien formations, firing rapidly and then retreating, trying to evade the brutal counterattacks. Earth's forces are no match for the aliens' technological superiority, but they fight with an unwavering will. "Captain, we've lost the Vanguard *." Commander Dalton shouts, his face pale as a readout flashes across his screen. "They took a direct hit to the reactor. She's gone." Alina's heart sinks, but she does not flinch. "We keep fighting," she says firmly, her voice steady. "For Earth. For everyone." The battle rages on, and Alina watches in horror as Earth's fleet is slowly being torn apart. The alien ships seem to regenerate from every hit, their sleek surfaces absorbing fire and continuing the assault with unnerving efficiency. Yet, despite the carnage, Earth's fleet does not retreat. Every ship fights for its home, for the people who have entrusted their survival to the men and women aboard the Armada. The hope of humanity is woven into the fabric of every battle cry, every laser fired into the blackness. Suddenly, a new voice cuts through the chaos. "Captain, we're receiving a transmission from the alien fleet," Lieutenant Harper announces, her voice strained. "It's not hostile. It's different." Alina freezes for a moment. "Put it through," she orders. The screen flickers and then solidifies into a live feed from the heart of the alien fleet. The face that appears is not human. It is something else entirely. An alien intelligence, distant and cold, yet somehow familiar. The creature's voice rings out, amplified across the comms. "Your resistance is futile, human," the voice states, its tone laced with finality. You will be annihilated. But we offer you one chance. Surrender now, and we will spare your people." For a moment, Alina's thoughts swirl. The offer is clear. Surrender and save what's left of Earth, or continue the battle and risk total destruction. Her heart aches as the faces of those she has fought beside flash before her. Her crew, the civilians back on Earth, the soldiers who will not lay down their weapons. They will not bend. She knows what she must do. "No surrender," Alina says coldly, her voice unwavering. "We fight to the end." With that, she gives the order to fire again, and the Triton unleashes another salvo of energy blasts into the alien ships. The battle for Earth has reached its zenith, and Alina knows that this fight will shape the future of humanity forever. The flames of resistance burn brighter than ever. The battle between Earth's Armada and the alien fleet has become a furious, desperate struggle. The once pristine vacuum of space is now an inferno, filled with the flash of weapons fire and the echo of destruction. Earth's ships, though outmatched, continue to fight with everything they have, their every shot an act of defiance against the overwhelming might of the alien invaders. Captain Alina Cade stands firm on the Triton bridge, her face illuminated by the chaos unfolding outside the ship. The Triton shudders once again as another blast strikes its shields, but they hold, just barely. The crew works in a frantic frenzy, every officer and soldier knowing that their survival depends on the next few minutes. The alien ships, though far more advanced, begin to show signs of strain. Their sleek hulls, once impervious, begin to show cracks under the relentless assault of humanity's weapons. But the cost is great. The Vanguard Earth's second-largest warship, is now a smoldering ruin drifting in the void. The Triton crew has lost count of the ships that have fallen, each one a piece of their spirit, their hope, slipping away. The remaining fleet is battered, with half its ships either severely damaged or destroyed. But Earth does not surrender. They have no choice now. The fight is all they have left. "Alina, we need to consider our options," Commander Dalton says, his voice filled with the weight of the unspoken. His eyes flicker toward the screens where Earth's remaining ships are being picked apart one by one. "We're being overwhelmed. The enemy's not backing down." Alina's expression is grim, but her voice is unyielding. "We've come this far. We fight until the last ship is standing." Her gaze locks onto the alien ships, now closer than ever. The Triton is still functional, but barely. The alien fleet's leader, the massive central ship that commands the assault, hovers on the outskirts of the battlefield, its energy weapons primed and ready to wipe Earth's resistance from existence. Then, a sharp signal cuts through the chaos, a communication from Earth's leadership, Captain Cade. The voice crackles through the comms. "We've initiated the final phase. If we cannot win this battle, we must ensure humanity survives. Prepare for the plan." Alina's heart skips a beat. The plan. She knows exactly what it is, but the implications hit her hard. Earth's final line of defense involves a last-ditch weapon, a devastating, experimental technology that could turn the tide of the war or destroy everything in its wake. If activated, it will sacrifice Earth's remaining forces, but it could take the alien fleet down with them. It's a doomsday weapon, a final act of defiance. "Captain, we need your authorization." The voice urges again. There is no time to hesitate. Alina's thoughts race through the faces of the people she has led. She knows the cost. But she also knows that if they don't act now, Earth will be lost, and with it, the future of humanity. Her hand hovers over the activation switch, and the weight of her decision crushes her chest. This could be it, the end or the beginning. "We fight," Alina replies, her voice unwavering despite the storm raging around her. "Activate the device. We take them down with us." The decision is made. Earth's final weapon is unleashed. A brilliant pulse of energy radiates outward from Earth's last remaining ships, including the Triton asterisk. The explosion is blinding, so powerful that for a moment, it seems as though the very stars themselves blink out of existence. The pulse spreads across the battlefield, searing through the alien fleet with a devastating force that shakes the very fabric of space. In that moment, the alien ships begin to falter, their advanced shields crumbling under the force of the energy wave. The massive central ship at the heart of the alien fleet is engulfed in the blast, disintegrating into a brilliant flash of light. The remaining alien vessels begin to retreat, their once formidable formation now broken and scattered. But the cost is staggering. Earth's fleet, reduced to a few scattered ships, is on the brink of collapse. The Triton asterisk, though still intact, is heavily damaged, and the crew knows they have few moments left before their fate is sealed. The final strike has been made, and humanity's resistance has shown the alien invaders that Earth is not a world to be conquered easily. As the remaining alien fleet retreats into the darkness, Alina looks out into the void. The battle has been won, but at a price. The Armada may have fallen, but the spirit of humanity has endured. The alien invaders have learned that no matter how advanced they are, no matter how powerful, humanity will never surrender. And though the future of Earth is uncertain, the legacy of this battle will live on. The cost of liberty has been great, but it has shown that Earth's resolve is unbreakable. The fight is far from over, but for the first time, humanity knows that it can face any challenge, any enemy, and survive.